What is good, y'all? It is Wolfie, and today we are back with another video, and we're gonna be doing a race tier list. And before we get into the video, I really appreciate it if you guys drop a like and sub. It really does motivate me to make these videos more. And with that being said, let's get straight in. So this is gonna be mainly for PvP. I'm only gonna be thinking about PvP, obviously, right? So with that being said, let's get to rating. Goblin C tier, really nothing good for PvP. I don't even know what the trinket skill does, but like you shoot out a trinket apparently, and like is that really good? Probably not. Um, and it's also ugly. So I know I said it was gonna be primarily PvP, but come on guys, who's running this race? Um, I guess you can eat trinkets, so that's one thing, but me is 10 silver, bro. Terran S tier. Um, you get 10% swing speed, 10% damage boost, and you get a little invincibility skill. And you have up to 10 uses. So in general, it's just a really good race. And also, it's the most common race in the game. And with being the most common race in the game, it is super good. Orc, SSS tier. Really nothing much to say. I mean, there's a lot to say. My bad. The passives are amazing. You get flat 20 HP off of spawn. Like, I haven't even seen an armor that gives more than 16. I think the highest number of health I've seen on an armor is plus 16 HP. And you get plus 20 on spawn as Orc. Onslaught is a pretty good guard break move, somewhat telegraphed, and you can PB it pretty easily, but most people don't know how to. So, I mean, yeah, it's a guard break hyper armor move that's extremely good and has a very low cooldown if you hit it. The passives are amazing. Your guard breaks deal 15% more damage and they stun longer, I'm pretty sure. What else? Whenever you set somebody on fire in the water, it doesn't immediately go out, so they have to press Q if they're in the water. And there's some minor the last goated passive, I almost forgot about this. When you're below 40%, you do 20% more damage. So like that is an insane passive. Right? That's an insane passive. So yeah, it's an SSS tier race, probably the second best race in the game. NovaKid, I'm gonna put this at B tier. I don't think it's that good. There has some use, I guess, like the little move where it shoots out 3 balls. Man is shieldable. I mean, it's alright. It's alright. It's a good chase skill because obviously it auto tracks. The little explosion is decent, I guess, if you want to take down whoever. If you're like 1 HP and you wanna, I don't know, deal damage to the other guy before he knocks you, so maybe your teammate can knock him. So there's some use. I'd probably put it like C or B. I don't really think it's that good, honestly. I don't think you should be running a PvP build on a NovaKid. But I just don't think it's good. I would add a D tier, but like, you know, races like these C tier races, you can still play them on a class just because like race doesn't carry you too much unless race doesn't carry you too much for these beer C tier races, right? You can still play it and it'll be alright. Avian, I'm gonna put on a B tier. Has some use, right? If you charge mana and jump, you jump really high. You need a projectile pretty much to use the race. So, you know, you're kind of locked into that sense where you need a projectile to utilize one of its passives. But I don't think it's that great. I'm gonna just put it on B tier. Hyotl. Now, depending on the build, this is either S or A. The active skill is actually really, really good. It's a really good combo starter and it's a combo extender. And I'm pretty sure once you're in it, you can't get taken out of it. So it's hyper armor. The passives though really only works if you have the electrocute enchant or if you're a Grand Knight. So if you're a Grand Knight, I would put this on S tier. But for any, or if you're like electrocute, right, I would put it on like maybe S tier. But if you're not electrocute, then I would put it on B tier. But to find a middle ground, I will put it on A just because it's kind of build dependent and you need a build to use it. Next is Florian. Florian is, I don't think it's that great. The move and the kind of addition you need to get the 10% more damage, you need to get max essence. The active skill isn't that good. It's mana shieldable, and like the startup is like nobody's getting hit by that, bro. I guess you can decompose. I call it decompose just because I don't know what else to call it. Like you burrow into the ground and you heal. That's something, I guess. You can run away and heal. But, I mean, I don't think it's that great. So I'm going to be putting it on B. Phantom. I think Phantom's an A tier race. Phantom or Specter. I'm going to add or Specter here. I think both are still A tier. I don't think the little invises make Phantom or make Specter S tier. There has some use, right? It's countered by Gift of Sight, and a lot of people have been going Gift of Sight, right? So, I mean, if you're fighting someone that's not Gift of Sight, I guess you have some use for the invis. But then if you're fighting someone with Gift of Sight, Spectre is completely useless. Even if you grip somebody, and even if you do your dodge, it's completely useless against Gift of Sight. Fright is a really good skill. Most people there is some use with Bleed. I'm pretty sure if you proc Bleed, it now procs anti-heal. So it's pretty good in that regard, right? Because you don't need any anti-heal artifacts, you just need bleed artifacts, and then you proc anti-heal. So it's pretty good in that regard. I wouldn't put it on S though. Actually, I'd probably put it low S. Right, low S or high A is where I'd put Phantom, just because of the anti-heal. I think the anti-heal is probably the best part about the race. But apart from that, there's nothing special in my opinion. The 4 lives, it's alright. Cactorian. I would put Cactorian on a very underrated mid A to high A. Your skill is pretty good if you're a tanky class, or if you're a class that likes to get up close. You just pop it and you deal 20, and if an enemy hits you, you reflect 20% damage back to them, which is really good. The active skill is also pretty underrated. It doesn't do much damage, but it's a really good combo extender move, and like a combo starter move you can go into like M1s with. I think it's a very, very underrated race. Very, 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 very underrated race. Lihzard. I think Lihzard is an SSS tier race. So you mana run faster while you're out of danger. You take 40% less poison damage. Armor pen is 20% less effective on you. Whenever you whenever you ragdoll someone and they have a poison stack, it'll put another poison stack on them. And whenever somebody is poisoned, they can't deal true damage to you. And the little active is pretty crazy. If you land your little tether, one, it nullifies their armor resistance, right? So it makes them less tanky. And on top of that, if you M1 them, you just deal extra damage as bleed. Like, what? This race is absolutely insane. I'm surprised I haven't seen more people running it. I'm personally running it right now on my Spartan build, and it's absolutely crazy. Like, I'm so surprised. Super, super, duper, ultra underrated race that I think deserves its spot on SSS tier. Kaoshin. Kaoshin is bottom A at best. The cloud skill isn't that good. Like, if you see them, if you see wind effect on the Kaoshin, just hold mana shield or play S for like 10 seconds, and then it makes it completely useless. And apart from that, there's no combat abilities. I'm even debating on putting this on B. I think, like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, this is just a B tier race. It really isn't that good for PvP. It doesn't do anything for you besides the dodges, which even then it's pretty hard to get to the dodges because you need to land crits and final M1s. And again, you can proc it with speed boost, but again, very class dependent, right? What else gives speed boost in this game that isn't dagger? I'm pretty sure. I can't really think of anything else. Prove me wrong though. But doesn't really give you much to do in PvP. I really don't think this race is good. Elf. I'm gonna put Elf top of B. Sure, you can get an extra clap, which is alright. It's pretty good. Maybe gives it some leeway into A tier, but nothing too special in my opinion. Gives you faster mana charge, but all you really need is base mage mana charge, and then you're like set. Anything faster than that is more of a hindrance than a buff. So personally, I would put this at B. Nomad. I think this is the best race in the game. You can use it on every class. Anything. You can use it on anything. Okay. You get an iframe, which that iframe can also be used as a fall damage canceller, and you get a combo start almost damn near frame 1 combo, counter. You get a counter that's damn near frame 1. And you get Nest, which is pretty useful, right? It's the best race in the game. If you haven't fought a Nomad, or if you don't think Nomad is the best race in the game, then maybe you just haven't fought it. It's just absolutely insane. As again, you get an iframe. Yeah, you get an iframe. any class you get an iframe. It can also be used as a fall damage canceller, and you get a free combo starter. That is a counter. Absolutely insane race. Top of the crop, SSS tier, best race in the game. Undisputed. Orc does not come close. Actually, Orc comes close a little bit, but then Nomad counters Orc, right? If it was a freshie fight, Nomad counters Orc because they have a counter, and pretty much the Orc can't use Onslaught because they have a counter. And again, iframe move, right? So, best race in the game. Abbesse. I would put Abbesse S tier. Has some use. I think you're stealthier. The plus 1.5 speed is actually pretty crazy. And also, I'm pretty sure there's a skill where like you're like whenever you're about to get knocked, pretty much, you just become invincible for like 2 seconds. I'm pretty sure. The little passive where it's like you attack an enemy out of combat, you deal 2 damage, could be good for snaking, right? Sliding when you have a speed boost, I'm pretty sure it just makes the speed boost last longer, which is pretty good for some builds. The active is pretty good, right? Pretty sure how the active works is like if you M1 4 times, so you do 4 slashes. So it's a really good combo extender. And finally, the last active is something like cleanse or something. It's just a cleanse, like cleanse from League. You literally just wipe all debuffs on you, which is pretty good in my opinion. And I think it's a really underrated race. I haven't seen a lot of people with it, and I think it definitely deserves a spot at like S tier, or like pretty much the same with Phantom, right? But in my opinion, I'd put it S tier because the 1.5 speed is like, like you guys are sleeping on speed. Speed is such an underrated stat. Apex I would put on S tier. 2 of the most common races in the game, in my opinion, are S tier. Mainly because, not mainly, but because again, very accessible. You get a free double jump, so you get a free 2-star relic. And you have a little move that makes it so everybody you pretty much roar, you deal 10% more damage to. So again, another free 10% damage buff, which is pretty good, right? Nothing really much else to say. You climb faster. I'm pretty sure it's not only on wood, because I swear to you, every time I try chasing an Apex, they're climbing at max speed. So you also get faster climb. And again, for that reason, S tier. Last but not least is Dwarf. I would put Dwarf honestly at I don't think Dwarf is that good. Sure, you can wear any armor in the game, but for now, I don't think that passive has actually any worth. So I'm gonna be putting it bottom of A. And the reason why I'm doing this is because Steel Mail is in the game. And Steel Mail gives you absolute insane stats. I would put this on S tier because I would say it makes or breaks hybrid builds because you can equip Ultra Armor on hybrid, which does make sense, yes. But then you have Steel Mail, which clears literally like over half of the Ultra Armors in terms of stats. Gives you, I think, a good amount of HP. I'm not really exactly sure how much HP it gives, but it gives 25 physical armor, which is insane, by the way. So for that reason, I'm putting it on low A. You do get Grindstone, which is alright, and you do get Gemstone Ring pretty much. So I'd probably put it like top of A. Not low A. I'd probably put it at top of A. But the main thing that kind of makes Dwarf good is the fact that you're able to equip any Ultra Armor in the game, which again makes hybrids good. But with Steel Mail being in the game, that passive kind of gets irrelevant, and it's mainly the 10% damage boost and you proc more enchant. And I think that's A tier. So I think that's pretty much it for the tier list. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comments. If you guys did enjoy, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one.